Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Visions of Mana. We are in the Milos Wood heading towards the Sanctuary entrance, and that is where we'll be at the Tree of Mana. But along the way we hope to catch a glimpse of Oren and of course Hinna's core stone. So if that pops up, that's gonna get precedence, because when we get to the Mana Tree we want that core stone to be there as well. And maybe save Tianeea. But first, let's head further in. Ooh, Stardust Herb.
Nice, got it. The Dugbears will love this. Come on!
Oh, wow, this place is beautiful. The way the sun shines upon the verdure looks just like a scene from a fanciful fairy tale.
I assume every convoy before us has also marveled at this view.
The entrance to the sanctuary is up ahead. Nearly there, folks.
Where could Oren be? Hinna, I'm coming.
Yeah, this place is truly beautiful. I think from all the regions that I go to in games, the one that is lush and green is always the one that I like the most. I don't know, maybe because my fondness of forests and all.
Don't mind if I do.
But yeah, there's still much to learn about what happened in the past. Will today be a moment that we'll learn a bit more? Girl, Queenie. One more.
It's just not your lucky day.
This?
Oh, it's definitely not a lucky day, because no one can stand against us.
Where the view got? This is very
Ooh,
valuable.
change form. Oh, very interesting.
Don't mind if I do.
We're here. This is the entrance to the Sanctuary of Mana itself.
Finally! I'm a bundle of nerves. Excited, anxious, the works. But I guess the mana tree is gonna have to wait. First, we need to get Hinna's core stone.
The tree is all the way inside the sanctuary past the gateway, safely tucked away from trespassers and mischief makers.
Oren is likely to be loitering in this location.
This is our last mission before we reach our journey's end.
Well, we still need the
Said something
light in the
about a sword
dark,
being kept
Alm.
here, right?
I sure did. Want to see? It's stuck in a huge rock. You can't miss it.
Oh, I want to see it. It has to be the Sword of Mana.
Don't mind if I do.
And if Oren is what he believes to be, like, he believes in the other legends about a time before the alms. So I wouldn't be too surprised. Do I see a little cactus there in the corner? By the coincidence that I stopped here? But yes, if he believes in that, then he will be at the sword too, I reckon.
How did you get there?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. I just accidentally stopped right next to you. Ah, you found me. Where to next? Funny little guy. More pages.
Nice, got it. Finally, we've arrived in the domain of the Mana Goddess and Tree.
The sword sticking out of that rock is the legendary mana sword?
Oren could be lying in wait. We would do well to search the area for visitors.
We should. Definitely. It is.
Is that?
It
Yep.
is.
That's the one and only mana sword. Oh, you're the visitor.
Orin? Val, I'm sorry. This was the only way I could get my hands on the mana sword. That's why you're here? The sword? That's right. Do you even know the miracles I can perform with this power? I can save Liza, cure her of her cursed petrification. And that's not even the half of it. She's still the Alm of Earth. Until I can release her, she'll never be free. That's why I need the sword. I have to change the world for the better. Get rid of the alms sacrifice altogether, so that our loved ones don't have to die to preserve the future for the rest of us. You're saying you sacrificed Hinna's life in order to save Liza? We trusted you, Orin. Both of us did. And you betrayed us! As the Soul Guard, you're charged with ensuring the alms meet their ends by completing the pilgrimage. You were prepared to lose Hinna then? I just made her sacrifice come a little earlier than expected. For the sake of the world, you can hate me. I won't blame you. But with my plan, we'll never have to sacrifice another person ever again. Alms will no longer have a reason to exist. We'll be freed from this horrible tradition of loss and regret. Sorry, but I think Orin might be right about this. Hinna and other alms before her were denied the life they wanted to live. His words are tempting.
Val, you can't...
Even so. Even so. The alms have never been just a means to an end. Not to me. Their sacrifice has to mean more than that. This world exists because the alms carry with them the hopes and dreams of all those who came before and those who will come after them. I know in my heart that this world is sick. But Hinna was never meant to be used as a pawn by anyone.
Of course she wasn't. None of us want her life to be lost in vain.
There has to be a way to obtain the mana sword without Hinna's core stone.
Regardless, this should not be your call. It is pitifully presumptuous of you to assume you know the wishes of all alms, past and present.
My Sproutling friends entrusted me with this duty, and I mean to see it through. You don't speak for me, mister.
Thanks, everyone. As long as I have friends on this journey who need me, I'll continue to serve them as the Soul Guard, even if we end our pilgrimage at the Mana Tree. I'm in charge of my own destiny. Hinna is my responsibility. You have to return her core stone now, Orin! You can't stop this. Without a core stone, I can't pry the mana sword from this rock. I have to bring back the world of Fadiel for Liza. No. For all of us who don't want to lose the people we hold dear. In the past, there were no alms to sacrifice. Mortals, spirits, Benevodon monsters, even the goddess herself, all lived in the different realms that made up Fadiel. But years ago, the 5 realms were condensed into one. That mangled world was called Kidiel. It's the world that you and I know today. With the power of the Mana Sword, we can return Kidiel to the Fadiel it once was. Split it into a world that doesn't need to have soul offerings. The Mana Sword is right in front of us! They say that only the Chosen One can wield it. If that's the case, then that's just what I'll be. Even if it means betraying my friends. My village. I will have the sword!
If you need to be chosen, how can you presume that you will be the right one?
Orin! What are you doing with Hinna's core stone? No, Hinna!
Grab the stone, grab the sword. Ooh, the sword looks a lot nicer now. Who's that? Wait, was he trapped in the stone?
You're the voice I heard from the megalith, aren't you?
Thanatos?
Stop it! Hinna!
Earth shall be first.
Earth? Give me that sword! I earned it! Orin!
Tell me your name.
Now!
You are not even worth the stretch of my sword arm.
It can't be. Delaphos? After all this time?
Delaphos.
Correct, Sproutling. Your reward is the ruination that awaits you all.
Uh-oh.
You can't have Hinna's core stone. I won't let him!
I never saw myself battling against the king of Delaphos in this lifetime.
No! I can't stop him! Watch out!
Why do I get a feeling I'm meant to beat him, but I'll do my best.
Take this! God, I got this! Feeling good!
The spirits will answer our call.
Is he a hero of mana or something? In the past, and he got imprisoned in the stone? I'm so curious. But yes, Thanatos is like an evil villain in the other mana games, so I thought it was gonna be him, but this is a new name. Damn.
Understood.
Hey, Val. I don't know if we can defeat this guy.
Doesn't matter. Still gonna give it our all. Damn, he is strong though.
I can help you. Do not use your attacks. Fire diversion.
I can still fight.
Oh, we are halfway there, so we're at least making some progress.
Here, I can help you. Here, I can help you.
Damn. 2, 3.
Sylphic boomerang.
Oh, he's really trying his best to make me very, very hurt. Wait. Did we get him far enough?
He's far too powerful.
There's no way we can win this.
All our advances will be futile if our adventure ends here.
I'm all for retreating personally. Trent, you're helping us?
This land will not be desecrated by the powers of evil on my watch.
Never thought I'd see the overseer of the sanctuary intervene like this.
Now is the time to withdraw, Alms.
No! I can't just run away! I have to save Hinna! I have to get her core stone!
Listen, this isn't a fight we can win right now. We have to pull back.
Damn, he looks like a proper villain. I like it. Like a hero gone bad or something, I don't know. Damn, we went back far, but what are we gonna do now? I guess we need to get stronger. We need to get the last two elements as well.
Curse it all. Now Hinna's core stone is...
How did a man like that get trapped outside the sanctuary?
For weal or woe, he knows not our whereabouts.
Trent's probably keeping him plenty busy.
First things first, who is Trent? For that matter, who is De La Who's It?
Golly, you don't know anything, do you? I'm not a historian, but I'll summarize what I can.
Thank you. In a song.
Trent is one of the goddess's emissaries. He watches over the entrance to the sanctuary to keep the people who aren't supposed to be in there out. I guess you could call him a neutral overseer. His job is to protect the goddess, but he's not exactly one to stick his leaves into the business of the alms who come his way. We're lucky we caught him in a good mood, or we'd be goners. As for the gentleman who is sealed away in the rock, his name is Delafos. Long ago he tried, and failed to overthrow the mana goddess herself.
Inconceivable!
Unfortunately, it looks like that long nap didn't change his mind about revenge either.
Overthrow the goddess? But why would he do that?
Don't ask me. We weren't friends or anything. When Delafos was defeated the first time, his powers splintered, scattering all across the mortal realm. Lost to time and memory.
You're saying that the form we just fought wasn't even close to his true strength.
That's about the gist of it. If you ask me, Delafos is gonna need to find the rest of his fragmented power before he does anything else.
This complicates our current mission considerably. Given your age, I am fascinated by the breadth of your familiarity with history, Jule. I love to learn myself, but I have not heard half the stories you have related to us.
My age? Oh, right. I keep forgetting how little you know about spirit folk. Sproutlings have a very, very long lifespan. That guy from before, Orin, was it? He mentioned something about Key and Fadiel, right? When I first sprouted, the world was called Fadiel. I know what I say sometimes sounds like ancient folklore, but it really was the world I grew up in.
You mean to tell me you're actually an old man?
Yeah.
Huh. The fact that I'm older than I look is your takeaway from all that?
I'm only 17. Should I be, I don't know, more respectful? Sir?
Nah, there's no need to get stuffy on me now, Sonny. More importantly, we gotta do something about Delafos. And soon. The places where his divided power is being kept are the exact same ones where the Benevodons are locked away.
Benevodons?
Yup.
Yeah.
Delafos will have to release the seals to take back his power, which, lucky us, means the monsters can break loose.
There must be some mistake. I have read the old texts, and the Benevodons were felled by the legendary sword of the ancient hero Delafos. The goddess bequeathed her blade to her champion to aid him in his adventure. It is an epic tale passed down through the generations in prose and performance alike.
Golly, they made plays? Mortals sure do like to talk about things they don't understand.
Then, do you think the story's gotten warped over the years?
Well, it is true that Delafos was sent to destroy the Benevodons.
So wait, what's the problem?
If both Palomina and Jule's accounts are to be believed, then Delafos must be planning to revive his once defeated foes, using those great monsters to visit his wrath upon the mana goddess.
if he's as stubborn as I remember, that's exactly what Delphos wants. Resurrecting the Benevodons will throw the whole world out of whack. Even completing our pilgrimage wouldn't be enough to balance things out.
Getting Hinna's core stone from Orin is one thing. How are we supposed to take it from an ancient hero?
Right now, we're the only ones who know that Delphos is back. There's no one else we can turn to.
So you do intend to go after him?
I don't care if he's some legendary champion. He still took Hinna's core stone, and I won't let him get away with it.
I'll go with you. It's way too late to turn back now anyway. Plus, I don't think my friends back in the burrow would want me to abandon the rest of the alms to go to the mana tree on my own.
It was never my intention to stay behind. The more of us stand against the enemy, the easier the fight will be. You'll need backup.
As a former dignitary, I cannot condone an individual such as Delphos destroying any domain, no matter how diminutive.
Delphos got the drop on us last time. Without the element of surprise, we can take him. And Hinna's core stone, for that matter.
Now that that's settled, what's next?
Let's not go back to the sanctuary yet. I think that tree guy might be mad at us for the mess we left behind.
Delphos said something about Earth after he woke up, right? Do you think he meant Guju?
Well, yeah. The Benevodons are sealed away near where each alm is chosen for the pilgrimage, of course.
But Liza and Watts are still in the area. We have to get back to Guju. I'm worried for Liza's safety. And Watts too, for that matter. We gotta hurry. But first things first. We gotta make sure we're battle ready. I'm not letting Delphos make off with Hinna's core stone again.
Well, I think those pillars of higher elements, or whatever it was called, Ares, I think those probably has connections to the Benevodons, but we have to learn more. Very intriguing, I have to say. The pilgrimage to the Tree of Mana is by no means an easy journey, but when the entire world balance rests upon its completion, the hardships surely pale in comparison to the alternative. The pilgrimage this year is rather different than usual. I mean, you haven't been joined by the Alm of Darkness or Alm of Light yet. Yeah, and they're not even talking about what happened when we were there, so again, old texts. So... Still have 2 weapons we haven't gathered yet. Yeah, our money is a bit on the light side, isn't it?
What will it be?
I thought we were gonna get cash a little bit faster than that, in all honesty. Oh well. Plenty of things to work around with that. Gear, we don't touch. So if we want more, we gotta go for Faerie walnuts and honey elixir, and we need a lot more if we wanna plan on selling that for any substantial amount of cash. I think the best way we can do about it is just grinding, I guess. We'll figure it out. Because we always end up with enough money to play around. And do my eyes deceive me, or is there a quest near here? There is. Okay, so we know we need to go to Guju. So do we want to look at place around here to pick up some more quests? Because quests are always a good way to get more items, money, and experience.
I cannot comprehend how the Delphos we dealt with could possibly be the hero of legend. How did it come to this? And why?
Gee whiz, enough with the questions. Why don't you ask him? It's not like I'm his keeper.
Not that we know of, at least. Let's see who this is.
Let's ask Vuskov for a ride to Guju.
Time for a handy-dandy fairy fleet.
Oh, what a touching letter. Is there nothing I can do for this youngster? Oh, it's the letter we had at the harbor before. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't see you there. How can I be of assistance? What was I doing just now, you ask? Well, I was reading a letter I found inside a bottle that had washed up to shore. In fact, the bottle contained 2 letters. One written by a sick and lonely child, and a reply written by a kindly gentleman. Reading their heartfelt interactions evoked something within me. I wish to do something for this child. Something to cheer him up, but what? Oh, I know. A Therese seed would be the perfect gift. The Therese is a flower that grows in these parts. If you take good care of it, it blossoms with the most wonderful iridescent petals. Anyone who sees the Therese in full bloom can't help but smile at its beauty. If our little friend here is strong enough to write a letter, they'll be more than able to grow the seed. When the flower blooms, I'm sure it will liven up their spirits. Unfortunately, I have to attend to my post here, so I can't very well leave the garrison to go looking for our Therese seed. I'm sorry to trouble you, but would you mind heading to Kashwia Moors to look for the Therese seed? Therese normally grow near water. If you can find a pool or a stream, you should see a few seeds nearby. It isn't much, but I like to put a smile on the youngster's face. No child deserves to live in unhappiness. Sounds like a very genuine request. And how can we deny it, right? So, I think it's time for us to... Wait. Is it me, or do I see a marking on the item shop? I have an idea that there are more quests around than I first gave credit for. Yeah, we need to look at the map more. Right, let's pick that one up as well. And, well, maybe do a little rounds as well. And go to all the places quickly on this continent and see if there are quests we can do to help people around the place. Because we are heroes. We are here to help people. If we don't do that, are we actually heroes? Recently, my dad has been craving this kind of mushroom broth he used to love when he was younger. The recipe uses mush gloom stems, but you can only get them from a monster called mush gloom. Apparently these mushrooms are only found in the Milos backwoods. Talk about hard to get. There's no way I can go to such a dangerous place by myself and expect to come back alive. But you're a soul guard, right? Could you go take the stems off those mushrooms for me? Might as well. Alright, so we got 2 areas we need to go to for quests. Why not? Let's see if we can fulfill those 2 at least today. And on the next episode we'll track a little bit more to see if we can help even more people. It's the Moors. Tata, Daddy Cliff. Do we need to go up the tree ourselves in order to gain access to that area? Let's first do the Kashwia Moors then, shall we? I think this one will be the closest, I guess. We also need to see if the monsters are within our level range. We should be fine, right? Well, we can kill some monsters along the way as well. We could definitely use the cash of those little things. Alright, there's water here. It's sad that we need to look in those areas. So, find water, check seeds. Oh, already see it. And that was actually quite quick. Could this be a Therese seed? Well, it was underground close to the water, so it's gotta be. Yep, I think that's our seed. You can't find this kind of flower over in my neck of the woods, mind you, but I'm sure it'll look lovely once it blooms. I believe Jule confirmation is convincing evidence enough. Watch out, we seem to have disturbed more monsters. Have we trespassed into their turf? Well, it doesn't look like we can get out of this one easily. Get ready, everyone. Ooh. Will they be able to survive? But they are quite strong, in all honesty. Jesus, reinforcements? Oh, that's not fair. I should have warned us. Would have waited.
I can help you.
Oh, I'm not getting allowed to fight here. That is very annoying.
I can help you. Moving. Grant me strength.
All right. I'm gonna assume there's gonna be more reinforcements after this.
Nice timing.
Oh, and then a new status as well. The Moogle status effect. The status effect Moogle will turn the afflicted characters into an adorable fluffy creature and replace all their attacks with a Moogle-specific set of moves. Goodness alone won't win you battles, so remove this status effect as soon as the opportunity presents itself. Oh god, this is not being solved with that. Is that a Stardew thing we need to use for that? Is there somebody that can help us for this? The status effects. Oh, I just didn't use them myself probably. Alright. Whew, that was a hard fight. 3 seed.
My rigorous training has paid off.
Alright, so I'm guessing if we go for the other quest, we'll have something just as challenging to look forward to.
Show us the wonders of mana. A welcome find. Let's continue. Take us where we need to go. The Dugbears will love this. I'll be taking this.
We'll definitely be taking that. Anything downstairs that we might want to get? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to feel. Alright. Let's see, what's the closest by? It's probably again at the temple, isn't it? Oh well, having a challenging fight every once in a while might be good, because it will grant us some more experience and more money than we normally would have than fighting enemies on our own level. Yeah, we don't see any quests here. We could test our idea out of going by other towns, just to... I don't know, maybe... see the request here too. So I reckon we need to go to a lot of places. And I reckon they will all be around level 30. Does it mean that I'm under-leveled now? Or am I just ahead of the curve by picking up the quest right now? We had gorgeous weather the other day, huh? I took advantage and went for a picnic by myself over at the Kashwa Moors. But I sat down to take my first bite and a sudden gust of wind ripped past me, and next thing I knew, my lunch had disappeared. When I looked up, I saw a flock of harpies high above. They were flying around in a slow, deliberate circle, if to mock me, and they were eating my lunch. Words cannot describe the rage that welled up within me. Listen, could you go to the Keshra Moors and give those harpies a piece of my mind? I guess we could. And it will give us a taste on how strong they actually are. But yeah, having seen this, we'll definitely need to go by all the places in order to pick up the quests. Ilistana and Letkus Bay. Yeah, see, even here there are quests abound. Well, maybe it will be a good thing to do these quests even if the enemies are so much higher than us. Because it will give us, like I said, a decent amount of experience. Maybe get us closer. Oh, hello there. Do you see the young lad beside me? Well, this is my son, and I want to know what he detests, why he detests crabs, okay? It all started when I was a wee babe, around the time he learned to walk. One day, we took a family trip to the beach and we were attacked by a cast of pincer crabs. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt, but one pincer crab did fling its pincer and struck my son's head. He has hated crabs ever since. One should always be careful around crabs, undoubtedly as if they are monsters, but I want him to understand that crabs can be delicious despite the dangers. Well, do you think you could gather some shelled pincer crabs to help my son get over his issue? Well, we could at least try. Okay, let's see what they want us to do here. Hey, which do you think is faster? The Prim or Voskav? My luck was on Voskav. I would say so as well. Hey, you. Yeah, you. What? You don't remember me? I'm the merchant that asked you to take down a group of quilted hoods a while back. Ring any bells? Anyway, another group of quilted hoods has appeared, and they're menacing the merchants and travelers around Brita Ridge again. I actually fell afoul of one of their attacks myself this time. They even ran off with some of my valuable merchandise. Can I ask you to take them down one more time? If you want to go teach them a lesson even sterner than before. We don't want them to come back a third time, do we? Rest assured, you'll be compensated just like last time, so best of luck. Alright. We'll handle things like we always do.
Nice. Got it.
Still some money.
A fine opportunity to rest.
To Istana. And we got 2 quests here as well. Yeah, don't worry, we'll go back to the cliffs soon enough. I just want to pick up these quests. Because someone has to help these people out. And it might as well be us. Oh, you worry too much, Lily T. Your tail is adorable. That's easy for you to say. Mike, mine is not as big and as fleecy as yours is. Can't help but compare them. Oh, yours doesn't have to look like mine, you know. We have different tails as part of what makes us all unique. Yeah, I know, but... Oh, Lily T, what do you need to make you feel more comfortable in your own fur, huh? Did you overhear our conversation just now? Well, my name's Mike, and this is my best friend, Lily T. She's always been insecure about her tail, worrying that it's not as big or as fluffy as anyone else's. I don't really know what she's going on about. I think she has a beautiful tail. Oh, I've got an idea, sir. Do you think you can ask other people who have tails what they think of theirs? I don't think Lily T will listen to anything, I have to say, but perhaps hearing it from someone else will help her feel better about herself. What do you say, sir? Can you lend a hand for Lily T?
Leave it to me.
That he can. I'm guessing that will be by people specifically around town. Yeah, like I said, we'll pick things up and we'll tick them off whenever we can. First, see all the things we need to do. Oh, this is the capital of the deep. Oh, it certainly is beautiful here. Traveler, we meet again. Ilistana was where my parents first met. Mother always said that their meeting felt like destiny at work. This is also Mother's hometown, so I figured I'd stay a while and spend some time exploring. But I never expected Ilistana would be so large, nor that the streets would be so confusing. I hoped it would be easier to find the location from another painting here. And on that note, do you mind if I bother you for your help again? This is the place I'm searching for. Oh, this is actually in town. I assume it's somewhere in Ilistana, although I haven't been able to find it myself. If you manage to find it, be sure to tell me right away. Thank you, traveler. I know exactly where that is. Thanks a mil. Yeah, it doesn't tell you what kind of quest it is it? So it doesn't say that you need to be at least level 30 in order to do that. I'll pick that, because I know where it is. It's in the noble quarter of this town. So a very easy one that we can tick off our list. And if there's a job I can do very easily without any much effort, I'm the one who's gonna do it straight away. Yeah, and I hope you guys don't mind us focusing a little bit on the potential side quest we just opened up. Because, like I said before, I do think it will help us be more ready for anything that we'll have to face on ahead. Yeah, this is definitely the place somewhere. Many ancient legends tell of a benevolent lying dormant in the vicinity of Ilistana, but none of them agree on the key details. Those here somewhere. Left, right, I'm practicing my marching. Out of the way! I would say it's this pot, but because it almost looks exactly like the painting does. Maybe a little bit further away. You found the scene from Darnie's painting. Time to let Fiona know. Oh, so this is the spot. The palace looms magnificent and imposing, and from its lofty position, the aqua orb watches over the city. I looked up both landmarks from the fountain square, but I don't have to strain my neck to see them from here. It makes a much improved view. I beg your pardon, might you be Fiona? Mr. Doritoni? I knew it. If you're Fiona, I have no idea you were in Ilistana. Well, I'm only visiting. I thought I'd like to see my mother's hometown after she... Yes, I had heard. You have my deepest condolences, and I'd be honored to pay my respect to Marie one of these days. Oh, please, by all means. I'm sure Mother would be overjoyed to see you. That is very kind of you to say. Oh yes, before I forget. Fiona, may I ask you something? Of course. What is it? Darnie hasn't visited at all recently. Would you happen to have heard from him? Oh, I haven't, no. Well, it's a difficult time for everyone, no less your father. If he ever comes to visit me, I'll be sure to let him know you're in town. I had best be off now. Goodbye, Fiona. You heard all that, didn't you? There's no use hiding it anymore. Darnie, the great master himself, is my father. Thanks for your help again, traveler. I think I'm going to enjoy the skyline a little longer. I'm sorry, but if you don't mind, I'd quite like to be alone right now.
Helping out people in need can be so rewarding.
I do not mind. Mother, is this where you found Father quietly painting his picture, isn't it? It is. I'm guessing with all these paintings we are discovering where they were taken from. Eventually will lead to her father? Because it does feel that that's where this goal is eventually gonna end up with, isn't it? Alright, so. The other quest that we have in town. Backwood Lilithine. There's no one marked on the map. So do we just have to talk randomly to people in order to find it? Ask people what you think about their tales. Oh, wait. The beast folk at Dede Cliff and the dragon folk in Longren. So it's not about tales of the people that live here, but tales of different races. Oh, that's actually quite intriguing. Well, we do need to go back to the cliffs anyway. So let's go to the cliffs, talk for advice, return our seeds, and I think it will be a good place to end it today. And the next one we can see we can do a few more. Let's see. There it is, Daily Cliff. Don't worry, we'll get back to Gucci on the next one. I'm sure we can complete all the quests we have. That is, if there are no more on the other continents, that is. Well, hello there. Did you manage to find Therese seeds in the end? Relinquish the seeds. Ah, yes, that's the one. Thank you for finding it. Here, I want to give you this as a token of my gratitude. Now, I'll take the seed off your hands and place it in the bottle with a letter I wrote earlier. All that's left is to release it into the ocean and pray it finds its way back to the child. Oh, I hope it does eventually. I feel happy inside all of a sudden, like my spirits have been uplifted. The bond of friendship can be powerful indeed. When the bottle really reaches them, I hope the child feels the same.
Helping out people in need can be so rewarding.
I can guarantee you that the child will definitely be very happy. Enthralled even, who knows? Alright. So, let's see who it is we can talk to here. Ah, Soulguard, what do I owe you the honor? You wish to hear my thoughts on my beloved tale? Well, I will gladly regale you. Over the years. I've come to view my tale as a life partner. Though its length proves cumbersome at times, it almost feels like my tale detects danger before I do. It has saved me on more occasions than I can count. You may chalk it up to a natural instinct of us beast folk, but I owe a lot to my tale. It is both useful to me and source of great pride. May my humble experience help you in your inquiry. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. So, are these leads to the other location? I guess it is, isn't it? So that is Longren.
Let's rest up.
Which we cannot reach from here. That's why we need to go to the other continent. Alright, I think this is the perfect place to leave the episode for today. On the next one, we'll start off at the continent of Tianeea. So we can check Longren, Tianeea, and of course all the other places over there for more quests and fulfilling the ones we have. And then after we see how the level stacks up, because at level 23, the 29ers were difficult, but doable. If they hadn't gotten reinforcements, it would have been even easy. So maybe we should even at least attempt them. And the rewards that we get from them will be more money that we can use to enhance our characters, more items, more, well, reputation around the place, which is never a bad thing. So, for now, we're gonna leave it here. I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. As we continue to fill in more quests and, well, try to make a way to Guju somewhere in the episode. So I will see you then. Bye bye.